The last illustration in Ben Hogan's iconic book was a diagram of the ball position relative to the feet and the target line. And so he had it generally constant regarding the left foot, slightly inside the heel. Now, a generation later, Jack Nicklaus thought that everything was opposite the left heel. So in that regard, they were similar. Nicklaus, by contrast, only had the right foot forward of the target line with the wedge, and the others would be on the target line, whereas Ben Hogan started to move the ball farther and farther away from the target line with the driver and the fairway wood. Otherwise, they were very similar. And if you look at a generation before Ben Hogan, you had Bobby Jones, of course, not speaking very much about ball position, but emphasizing the importance of staying what he called behind the ball. A little ambiguous, but it meant keeping the body to the right of the ball so that you weren't contradicting some of your movements. If you have the club going fast in this direction and you're desperately trying to throw your body in the other direction, he didn't think that that was going to sum up to a particularly potent hit. He wanted everything going through the ball, and that's why he wanted you to be behind the ball. So I think the best way to approach the process is to stand behind the ball in line with the target and find a mark that's an intermediate mark that you can keep your eye on. Jack Nicklaus did this, of course, and keep an eye on it as you walk around. And then Ben Hogan thought that aiming the face of the club was the first thing he would do. Now, there's no guarantee that where the club is aimed at address has very much to do with where it's at impact. Obviously, there's a lot of dynamics involved in the golf swing, but it's a good enough starting point. So he would aim the club and then conform the feet to the needs of the shot. What club, what slope of ground, and so forth. Now, my approach for simplicity would be to say this: walk up, having found the mark, and keep an eye on it, and then put the club by the ball first, aiming in the direction you want to go, and then set the left foot about an inch this way, and then the right foot the rest of the way to deliver the breadth of your stance, depending on the club. Obviously wider with a wood, narrow with a wedge. And as you see with these two great champions and authors, Nicklaus and Hogan, you might choose to have the right foot more forward or more back, depending on the circumstances.